kind of medicine he's talking about. All I ever got was ibuprofen. So I guess there's this new thing called quiet quitting, and basically, it's where someone is doing extra things outside of their job description, and then they just stop, right? As soon as the workday is done, they're done. And I'm like struggling with this because it doesn't feel like a new thing for me. I feel like I've always been crushing it at quiet quitting. And like, there's a lot of days I don't do most of the things I'm supposed to do. And I absolutely love to procrastinate, right? I'll be working from home, urgent task comes in. Nope, not gonna do that. I just start wandering around the house, you know, my sweat shorts. I was doing this the other day and I came across my wife, right? And she was struggling to take a picture. And I was like, what are you doing? And she's like, I got this weird email from Apple saying I need to update my account and send a picture of my ID and credit card. And I was like, you idiot. You're taking the picture landscape and I turned it sideways. Nailed it. I also struggle, like, you know, whenever I go to the store, I just get so distracted, right? And it's just, a 20-minute trip takes me hours and hours. And, you know, I'll be in there, like, in the meat section, just working ribs like Rocky. I'll go over to, like, the seafood department, start placing bets on, like, lobsters. I'll be in the produce section, you know, like, looking jealously at the, you know, baby bananas. Because my wife doesn't let me get them. She likes the regular ones because they're more satisfying. When I'm in the store, though, I like forget everything, right? Like I'll forget my list, I'll forget, you know, my groceries, I'll forget my kids in the car, in the summer. It's okay, they're not my kids. So I was like, maybe these are symptoms of something bigger, right? So I was like, maybe I should get tested for ADHD. So after, you know, I filled out like the 10-question survey after taking like 3 months to do it, and got scheduled, got right in, and the doc's like, well, I can't test you. I'm gonna have to refer you to the next doctor. I was like, oh. I fill out the 10-question survey after like 6 months, and I get right in, see the next doctor, and she's like, well, I can't test you here. You're gonna have to refer to someone else. But I can talk about the medication. Do you want to talk about the medication? I'm like, yeah, do you have anything that'll help me, you know, pay more attention, be less forgetful? She's like, well, I can't tell you what medication until you get tested. And I'm like, well, then why am I here? And she goes, oh my gosh, you really do have ADHD. So I get referred to the next doctor, fill out the 10-question survey after like a short 18 months, and I get in right away, and that doctor's like, well, I can't test you today. I'm like, wait, is this whole thing the test? And we talk about my symptoms, and he's like, you definitely seem borderline, we can test you tomorrow. I'm like, borderline? Like, so you're saying either I have ADHD, which makes me struggle with tasks, getting things done, procrastinating, or I'm just like a lazy moron? When he looks at me, he's like, yeah. Or both. So I go in the next day, I get tested, right? And, you know, I'm doing the thing. One of the first questions I get right off the bat is, I think one day I could be famous. I'm like, I don't know, Doc, like, I'm doing the comedy thing, maybe, right? And he's like, let me ask you something. How many friends do you have that are comics? I was like, oh, I got a bunch. How many are famous? None. And he just goes, looking pretty slim. So I finished the test, right? And I'm feeling pretty good. And the doctor goes, you know, how do you feel? You crush it or what? I'm like, yeah, it only took a couple hours, but I knocked it out of the park. And he goes, well, I can tell you without looking at any of your test results that you definitely have ADHD. And I'm like, what gave it away? He goes, that couple-hour test? It's supposed to take 20 minutes. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's just like the story. Oh no, the kids are still in the car. I'm Andy Waterworth, thank you so much.